Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In this video, we will be comparing Nick Walker to Derek Lunsford from the 2022 Mr. Olympia. And drop a like on this video if you guys would like to see this matchup at the 2023 Arnold Classic. But let me turn on the lights for you guys. So at the Mr. Olympia, as I've said numerous times, I pretty much agree with all the placings. But when it comes to Derek Lunsford in second, Nick Walker in third, I'm not saying Nick got robbed, but I wouldn't have had any problem with Nick finishing in second and Derek in third. I have no problem with Derek finishing in second and Nick in third. But you guys let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about those placings? And let's go ahead and get into this comparison. And let's take a look at the front double bicep. And I'm not sure why Nick Walker executed the front double like this at times at the 2022 Mr. Olympia. I believe crunched down, he looks a lot better. We are going to take a look at that comparison as well. But taking a look at this shot, Derek's upper body is just wow. The shoulder to waist ratio, Derek has some pretty good arms, but they could use more separation. And I believe both of these guys could use a little bit more quad. But similar to Sean Clarita, if you look at our left, which is Nick Walker's right, the entire right side of his physique is a little bit down in size. The arm, the leg, I'm not sure what that is. But Derek Lunsford probably has better symmetry overall. But once Nick Walker crunches down on the abs, I believe this shot looks 1,000 times better. Derek looks pretty good in this shot. He's aesthetic, but Nick Walker is massive. He's conditioned. Take a look at the size of the arms, great ab separation. And as far as the quads go, once again, both could use a little bit more quad, but Nick Walker's legs are bigger. I can see an argument being made for Nick winning this shot. Derek has a crazy wow to the upper body, but overall, let me know what you guys think. Who do you like in this front double bicep? Now let's take a look at the side chest pose. Immediately, my eyes are drawn to the lower body of Derek Lunsford. Derek seems to be more dry, maybe in better condition than Nick Walker. But once we take a look at the upper body, I like Nick Walker, and I don't even think it's close. But Derek Lunsford could potentially beat Nick in this shot in a year or so, if he's able to bring the chest up, and once he gets more muscle maturity, more conditioned look in the upper body, he can definitely be competitive with Nick in this shot. But at the same time, Nick Walker is also improving at a very fast rate. I would definitely have to take Nick Walker in this shot. But I've said this numerous times through all of my Nick Walker comparisons. In this side chest, he looks a little bit soft and a little bit watery. And if you guys take a look at Nick Walker's physique at the 2021 Mr. Olympia versus 2022 in this same shot, I think you would agree. Now let's take a look at the back double bicep, because these guys have two of the best backs in the sport of bodybuilding right now. And the first thing that I noticed in this shot, Nick Walker is absolutely massive. Take a look at the lower body, the size of the hamstrings, incredible. But compare that to Derek Lunsford. Look how dry Derek is in the lower body. And I'm just now noticing this, but it looks like Derek has those same knots on his glutes as Big Ramy and Hunter Labrada. And once again, we can just speculate that maybe they took a shot too close to stage time. But in this shot, I would say that Derek wins in the back area and the glutes. And I would say that Nick Walker takes the arms and the hamstrings. With it being 2-2, I'm personally going to lean towards Derek Lunsford. I really like his shape. He also seems to be more dry, but I can see an argument being made for Nick Walker. And let's take a look at the rear leg spread pose. This is going to be somewhat of the same story. I believe Nick Walker is so big, even though the rear leg spread isn't his best shot, he's still competitive in it because he's just so massive and also in great condition. But Nick Walker, similar to Big Ramy, I really don't like the shapes of their back in the rear leg spread. Looks a little bit boxy in my personal opinion. Lower body development of Nick Walker is Branch Warren-esque. And I also forgot to mention that Nick Walker does have better calves. A lot of people probably think Derek Lunsford back double rear leg spread, hands down the best in the show. Nick Walker is close in these two shots. He actually has a lot of potential in this rear leg spread. If Nick Walker could execute this pose properly, it may already be a good shot for him. But I would still say that Nick Walker is closer to Derek in the rear double than the rear leg, because Derek's shape in this shot is just crazy. Now let's take a look at the side tricep pose. Nick Walker, massive. This is definitely going to be a Nick Walker shot. But as we mentioned in the side chest pose, I prefer the lower body development of Derek Lunsford in this shot. Derek needs more arms, more chest, overall just more upper body thickness to be competitive with a guy like Nick Walker. But he did beat out Brandon Curry, who has that over him, but he was in significantly better condition than Brandon. But either way, Derek also needs more muscle maturity. We need more conditioning, more lines in their upper body. Take a look at the midsection of Nick Walker versus Derek Lunsford. Not really much going on in Derek's upper body. Now you guys may have noticed, no front lat spread, no ab and thigh. Nick Walker did not hit those shots in his individual routine. Now you guys can argue in the comment section below about who would win those shots, but I think Derek would probably take both of them. No offense to Nick Walker, but I don't think he's gonna beat anybody in the front lat spread pose. And let's finish up this comparison here with the most muscular shot, and this shot is definitely gonna go to Nick Walker. When Derek Lunsford was competing in the 212 division, one of his main knocks was Derek looks very conditioned from behind, but his front just doesn't match. Always looks a little bit soft. And most people thought that Derek's lack of lines, so to say, in the upper body was only because he had to diet down to 212. But with Derek still having this issue in the open class, I'm pretty sure we can just say that he needs more muscle maturity. But if Derek is able to add on more mass to his physique, which I'm pretty sure he will, and also get that muscle maturity from the front, I believe he's going to beat Nick Walker every single time simply because he has a better shape. But I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about that? So in conclusion, I would say that Nick Walker takes the side shots and the most muscular 100%. Derek Lunsford takes the front lat, the ab and thigh, and also the rear lat spread 100%. The front double and the back double. I can see arguments being made for both either way. I'm leaning more towards Derek Lunsford, and I guess the judges were as well. But once again, front double and back double between these guys, I can see arguments going either way. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about my analysis? And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.